Good day, everyone. Today I'll be presenting a case study on Hyflux Ltd. Once celebrated as a leader in sustainability and energy solutions, Hyflux faces significant ethical and financial challenges that lead to the collapse. Through these cases, we aim to uncover critical lessons about the importance of ethical and transparency in business. Here is the agenda for today's discussion. We'll start with an introduction to Hyflux Ltd. and background. Next, we'll explore the ethical issues contributing to the company downfall. We'll analyze why these ethical issues occur, and we also discuss the ethical test. Would it have made a difference? Then we will review the best practice. Move on, we'll analyze the triple layer business model canvas. Finally, we will conclude with key lessons and takeaway from these cases. Let's start with a brief introduction to Hyflux. The company was founded in 1989 by Oliver Lam in Singapore and became a global leader in sustainability and energy solutions. Its innovative desalination and water recycling technologies were revolutionary in the industry. One of the significant projects was Tuas Spring Integrated Hydroelectric Power Plant, a testament to the technical expertise. However, Hyflux facing a significant challenge due to the financial overextension, taking the multiple large projects. In 2018, it filed for the judicial management, and by 2021, it was liquidated. This resulted in the investor loss, job loss for employees, and the damage to the Singapore reputation for corporate governance. The key lesson here is the importance of managing the financial risk and adhering to the ethical practice to sustain trust and accessibility. Now let's review the ethical issues Hyflux faced. First, lack of transparency. The company misled investors about the financial stability. Second, breach of trust. It provided false information targeting the retail investor and including the retiring and the vulnerable groups. Third, violation of finance. This action caused a significant harm to the stakeholders. Why did this ethical lapse occur? Aggressive expansion into the high-risk projects like the Tuas Spring, heavy reliance on the retail investor, many of whom lacked the knowledge to assess the risk. Weak regulatory oversight allow the high-risk financial products to be marked without the proper disclosure. A profit-driving culture that prioritizes the short-term gains over the ethical governance and the long-term sustainability. In summary, these cases highlight the importance of transparency, accountability, and commitment to the ethical practice to ensure the long-term business success. Now I will pass the presentation to the next presenter, Raymond. Thank you.
Thanks, Heidi, for providing a background on Hyflux as well as identifying the key ethical issues. For this slide, we are discussing about the ethical test and whether it will have made a difference. The key stakeholders identified are Ms. Olivia Lam, the founder and CEO, Mr. Cho, the CFO, as well as 4 independent directors. All of them are in the board in Hyflux. They are all facing charges from failure to disclose information required by the regulatory body of Singapore, as well as failure to do their due diligence on the checks and approval for the financial statements. We have identified 2 tests, CAN tests as well as publicity tests for this case study. The CAN test focuses on consistency and the avoidance of discriminatory practices. In layman terms, it's basically whatever is practiced by the stakeholders in Hyflux, is it accepted by the general public? Is it practiced in the business world? So when applied to this case study, the stakeholders chose not to disclose the official critical information, as well as not doing the due diligence in the checks before the release of financial statement. This is not common practice. This is not accepted by the population. So in conclusion, this may lead to a system failure as well as a loss in trust in the key stakeholders. For publicity tests, it focuses on the public perception of the company as well as the individual, and whether the involved parties are willing to defend themselves when they are facing a public forum. So the key factors in for publicity tests is public scrutiny, character reflection, as well as the social impact that you have. So for this for Hyflux, it's a homegrown Singapore company, and it's founded by Miss Olivia Lam, also a homegrown talent. They have won global awards and also been named Entrepreneur of the Year. So there's a lot of national support for this company, and if the publicity test is considered and done diligently, I believe they will not have made the same decisions. So, in summary, yes, ethical tests, if applied diligently and properly, it would have really made a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Raymond. Hi all. I would like to discuss the best practices can be implemented in Hyflux for improving organizations' stay ethical. The company can update the code of ethics and other relevant policies, coordination and implementation of the ethics program, and internal communication of the codes and policy to make sure the employee are understood and applied. Additionally, the company also can provide the training to the employee on ethics method and conduct investigation on potential breach of the code. They can collaborate within public-private partnerships by combining skills, expertise, and shared value to deliver sustainable and impactful solutions. By promoting responsibility sharing, collective decision-making, and transparency, encourage open communication, prevent interpersonal behavior, creating long-term value for both public and private stakeholders, expect subordinate to behave ethically, provide trust, respect, and cooperation to overcome obstacles and celebrate success together. Treat all stakeholders fairly, avoiding bias. Employees feel comfortable and safe, want to stay in the organization for the long term. Attract investor and customer believe in Hyflux. Other businesses want to partner with Hyflux and want to help the business grow. Optimize the use of resources, reduce waste, and adopt circular economy practice. Establish policy and regulation that promote transparency, ethical practice, and corporate responsibility. Encourage sustainable business model can prioritize long-term growth. Performance is a key driver of organization success. By setting goals, fostering a culture of continuous improvement, focus on the overall success of an organization in achieving strategic goals, financial stability, and customer satisfaction. Help organizations to enhance efficiency, building trust, and sustain long-term growth and competitiveness. The organization need to always ensure the decision align with morale, values and principles, review past decisions to learn and refine processes, keep the organization focused on goals and priorities, enable faster response to market opportunity and threats. Thank you. I would like to hand it over to Crystal.
Thanks, Karen. Now we will look into the triple layer business model canvas. There are three layers. First is the economic canvas, then environmental life cycle canvas, and social stakeholder canvas. This is a useful tool for entrepreneur to have a visualized picture of his business elements so to make more sustainable and innovative business decision. In return, to generate a stream of sustainable income and also benefit to the environmental and social stakeholder. Now we will apply the canvas to Hyflux. In the economic canvas, you can see their partners are from established research entity and they have strong customer from the industrial companies and government bodies. With this, they have stable income from them and also the knowledge support from the partners. In the environmental life cycle canvas, their product is good as they aim to bring safe, clean, affordable, and accessible water to all. To enhance the business processes, they should look into each element to identify better solution with lower cost, greener initiative throughout their product life cycle. This will bring new opportunity and generate new stream of income. Lastly, for the social stakeholder canvas, we know that the fall of Hyflux are mainly due to the ethical issue of the management. While chasing for their ambitious dream to be the world number one, they try to lowball their bids price for the Tuas Spring project and cover up the main information to disclose to their investor when necessary. If they would have balanced their interests with the rest of the stakeholders' interests and understand the social impact and social benefit of their action, they should run the business in a more transparent and accountable way in order to successfully create a sustainable business. In conclusion, it is useful to use triple layer business model canvas with all the ethical tests we have mentioned before in this presentation to graph your business strategy and before execute it. That's all. These are our presentation. Thank you.